Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me. We're going to take a look at a past, present and future read for you. So it's a general read and it won't resonate for everyone, so please take the bits that fit and leave the rest, and cross watchers bear in mind roles can be reversed. Taurus then, let's take a look. What's going on for the side of Taurus? Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Five of Cups. Oh. Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, Four of Swords. Sorry, just bear with me. We have the Ten of Swords as the overall energy for the reading, so this could be, we could be experiencing some pain from a recent difficult ending of some kind, okay? This is relevant to now, not something that's upcoming. The Ten of Swords can also represent a blessing in disguise of some kind. So, you know, it's endings are often inevitable, whether we want to accept them or not. I just feel like, you know, there's a light at the end of the tunnel is kind of what I want to say. So, in the recent past, it feels as though, well, I'm going to say we've kind of tried and failed at something. We've put the work in, but I don't think that you got the reward at the end of it, whatever that might represent. We will go in and clarify. Present energy, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords. There's a bit of a need to have some quiet time, I think, and heal. You know, it might be representative of, you know, a time to just take a break, have a rest, a holiday, I don't know, but it feels more in solitude, some alone time perhaps. But I am picking up, you know, like a family element. Maybe you're very family orientated, but there's just something about needing to quieten things down a little bit. In the near future, I've got the Five of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Justice card. There's a lot of fire in this reading. I kind of think there's some obstacle you're going to overcome. Some kind of challenge or like competition with somebody else, and you're going to be the one that comes out on top. It's like a positive thing, almost like, you know, you've won the competition, if you like. We'll wait till we clarify. But I'm trying to think how I feel about this reading. A bit a bit up and down really, but let's go in and clarify. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? So it can represent this mastery, a skill, hard work. I'm getting like Groundhog Day though, if I'm honest. Seven of Wands and the Ten of Cups. There's something that feels like so much hard work that we've either lost love for it, or we're not seeing the good things. You know what I said about Groundhog Day? So let's say you're in a job that used to feel really rewarding, but now it's like the energy's been sucked out of it, and I don't see any of the benefits anymore. I feel like you've kind of toughened up to something, you've hardened to something. I know that's happened to me in my career over the years, to a degree, where I may have taken a softer approach before. I've definitely toughened up, and I work with, you know, lots of vulnerable people, and it's almost like, you know, you talk about not being a rescuer and making people, you know, realise that they have choice and autonomy, and giving the responsibility back to them where you might have carried it before. But it kind of feels like that, like I'm not going to do that anymore. But from that, I feel that the connection with people might have been altered as well. It's a bit of a strange one. See why the Six of Swords is here. The Hermit and the Five of Wands. Okay. I feel that there's very much lessons to be learnt here, and I think you've probably been in a place in time where you're very reflective on everything really. Maybe your relationship with people, the way you show up in those relationships, particularly when it comes to confrontation. But I kind of feel that that's simmering. Maybe you used to be somebody who's, you know, quick to jump to defending yourself, but I'm not feeling that now. But what worries me a little bit is I don't even think, I always say you choose the battles that you fight. So some people will go, you know, they'll go in, you know, fighting really when it's just to prove a point rather than about the outcome, if that makes sense. So they might know this situation ain't going to change, but I've got to say what I've got to say anyway, regardless of how it sounds. You know, the consequences, I'm just going to do it. And I always say pick your battles, choose them wisely. And because that's as much about the energy that we're putting into something. And if we think we can get the outcome that we want, or the best outcome that, you know, or we can make a difference, make a change, then do it. If we can't, are we just wasting our time? I just feel like you've reverted back to just maybe not caring enough to fight for some things at the minute. Which is okay if I thought it would bring you some peace, but I don't think it is. I feel in some ways you've lost your voice. Let's move into the present energy. Ten of Pentacles. I'm not feeling how heavy this feels. I just feel drained. I just feel like I can't really be bothered. What? There's a major lesson you need to learn here, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to be completely honest based on what I've seen in these cards. Did I reference earlier about not being the rescuer? I actually think you found yourself in a place where you're waiting to be rescued. And what I'm going to say about that is, how many times do we speak to people and it's, you know, woe is me. Everything bad happens to me. So we end up in a very pessimistic place, and people will forget that we can manifest bad things, bad luck, as well as we can good luck. And when we've got that negative outlook, that's what we can invite in, that's what we draw in. And I do just feel as though you're waiting for somebody to come in and fix something. Now, I think people can help with that. People can aid us on our healing journey. But I want to say there's something here that you need to take control of, and you need to be accepting responsibility for. I know that sounds really harsh. But I do just think that maybe it's that we've got an unrealistic expectation. Maybe we're looking for somebody to fill a void that they can't fill, or fix a problem that they can't fix. Oh, I'm sorry, Taurus. I feel like I'm telling you off. Which, of course, I'm not. I'm just telling you what's coming out in the cards for me. Let's look at near future then. Five of Wands. We've got the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Cups, sorry. Let me just move through here a sec. getting heavier, I'm not going to lie. I've got some cards out here that should be really, really reassuring. Honestly, I feel like not so much hopeless. I just don't even care to try. I don't care to try. Because I've been there and I've done that. And I want to say, oh gosh, I am telling you off. I know I'm telling you off. I want to say, oh. Do you know when you talk to somebody who always seems to have an excuse? This is going to sound awful. Yeah, but. It's like, your behaviour is not great right now, Taurus. Yeah, but. Okay, so you're telling me your reasons. They sound like excuses. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And I feel like saying, yeah, but what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Because I don't see you doing anything. So maybe you're dealing with a situation at the minute that you've just fallen out of love with. You don't really care that much about it anymore. There's something that you're just like... And I often think I'm a very empathic person, but you know, and we're all guilty of it to a degree, but when people complain about the same thing but they're not doing a thing to change it, this is how this feels. And I feel right now like I want to shake you and say, but what are you going to do about it? Do something about it. And I don't know what that something is, because I don't know what this matter is, but I want to tell you, you need to take some responsibility. Nobody's going to come in and fix it. Nobody can just change this for you. You have to get that fire in your belly and do something about it. I'm so sorry, Taurus. So sorry. For the Queen of Wands out here, I've got the Magician and the Seven of Swords. Oh my God. I'm just getting a real self-sabotaging energy. I feel like I'm stuck, which is not me at all, in a place where I'm looking at what other people have that I want. And I'm taking quite a negative view of it. Which I'm not saying that this is you as a person all the time. You might have just found yourself in a bit of a slump where, and I think, you know, if we feel we've had a run of bad luck and everybody around us seems to have all the things we want, we can get a little bit pissed off about that. But I've just got a real heavy, pissed off energy. I'm just pissed off with everything and everyone at the minute. Nothing's going my way. Now, even with scales of justice have come out here. And with that, I've got the Five of Swords and Judgment. It's as though I am stuck in this negative thought process and I'm quite tunnel visioned with it. You know, like, nobody else is right. So maybe someone who really digs their heels in and like, no, I know that's a fact of the matter and that's the way it is, and you're not prepared to listen to reason sometimes. I'd say much of the time at the minute, based on this energy, to be quite honest. This is a person that kind of wants to have the last word. I don't. This could be somebody that you're dealing with rather than your energy, but let me do the Ten of Swords. Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Three of Swords. We're definitely just, I mean, you know, I don't, like I say, I feel like I'm telling you off, and that's not the case, but there's just, I think because I feel like unless you change your perspective and change your approach, you're just gonna remain in the same place. So whatever I picked up at the beginning that's come to an end, or maybe needs to, there's loads of emotional ties linked to that. And it does feel like something you've given a lot of time and effort to for a really long time, but it's almost not been enough. And it feels like it's come to the point that you can't keep doing this anymore. And if we were talking about work, for example, that is enough. If we don't like our job and we are going into work every day with a heavy heart thinking we just don't want to be there, even when we're out of work, that bothers us because we're thinking about going to work tomorrow. We're thinking about the crap we've had to deal with today, and how that impacts our overall life. You know, maybe it don't pay enough. I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. But maybe just stuck in a rut. I definitely feel like we are stuck in a rut, praying for a miracle, rather than getting in the driving seat and actually changing the course of our path, changing direction, switching things about. I don't know. There is something that you can do here. I'm quite sure of it. But this is going to be, I think, facing it head on, seeing the situation for what it is and making plans as to how we change it and start moving towards that. Because there's definitely an issue here that it can only come from you, nobody else. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there for you. I'm sorry if you feel like I was being negative Nelly. But that is the emotion that this reader's given me. I'm just like... So yes, I'll leave that there. Thank you for joining me.